Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back. I'm Will Dragon and we are playing Timberborn in the beautiful and idyllic town of San Fran Beaver, which has recently been upgraded with rooftop access and a bit of nighttime lighting, where people come up to simply stare at the lamps, because they're just that damn pretty. When we left off last time, we are waiting for ourselves, on the point of waiting, let's go fast. We are waiting for ourselves to get a little bit more science so we can finally get an observatory and then actually really gather up our science. We have done a bit of extra dynamiting. And we have moved our industry all over to where our industry will be. We have had some delays on being able to get the observatory. I forgot that I needed to get some pine resin, and so then I had to go and spend 500 science on this. Because of the way I went and built this, I had to spend another 500 on the universal power shaft. Yes, just as a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, I am playing with a couple of mods, not too many. Just basically a couple of extra power shafts, a ladder, and I wish I knew what else. One of the ones I am playing with will actually make quite a bit of a difference. Well, ish. Is the Dutch windmill. This is basically a self-powered grist mill. Other than that, I think that's about it. Oh, and unstuckify, in case any of my beavers decide to get themselves trapped in corners. Because, quite frankly, it's just seriously annoying. So, yeah. And, you know, I don't trust my beavers. This, as I said, this is a beautiful, idyllic, and absolutely gorgeous town of San Fran Beaver. I never said it was a smart town. And so, on that note, we are going to... What do we got? We've got gears into here. Gears into here. Let's go and turn this one off, and let's make you pine resin. And so, that gives us a bit more storage for pine resin. And on that, also, I realized... Because I forgot I was actually playing with the ladders mod. Obviously, I've got to set this up as if I'm going to build some ridiculous staircase. But that just means I now get to keep these areas open for other things. Planks and logs. That is something I can afford to spend. Let's go and place that down there. Let's go and build its path in. Because yes, when it comes to getting up to the next level, I can simply use ladders, which I will use in this beautiful top corner, or top square, which means I will be able to put other things in all of these other gaps we're going to have. But yes, we're going to go put this down, and we're going to go and place down in it. What have we got? Dandelions. Don't need a huge stockpile of those. Paper. Probably will be going up to gears. Gears. And so with gears in there, ooh, 972 folks. We are almost there on our science count. Let's go and... What are you up to for our water count? Oh, only 1.2. Let's keep 3 of them going. And let's keep 3 of them on the go. We'd like to keep increasing the amount of water we have, which we should be able to do quite readily, to be honest. We still do have a lot of storage empty, because we've gone and increased it recently as well. Because, of course, we are also increasing our... beaver population, and there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go and get this observatory, shall we? Oh, I went too far. 1,000 science, and once that's built, we will turn off all 4 of these, and so 4 beavers will suddenly be available to work in the observatory. It's like I planned this. I planned nothing. And so... after that, I think one of the things we do have to look at a little bit, yes, is our power. Because, woo, these have now finally turned on. But even then, on fast speed, they are not actually producing enough power for our needs. And so, we are also going to throw down our next large windmill, which, hang on a minute, I forget, I need to delete these first. Which will be here. Now, I am putting very little thought into how I'm putting all this together. Which is probably not a good thing. But no, we're just going to go and keep going along as if nothing's wrong. So we're going to go and throw that in there. And of course, we cannot get to that because we have not actually gone and built what comes next. Now, what does come next? I think it's a ladder. I think a ladder comes next, ladies and gentlemen. However, where do we put our ladder? I'm going to go and say here. Because that's just how we do it. Let's have that come to there. And is all of this going to work out? You bet your ass it's not. We're going to have a very interesting power shaft setup. That's all I can go and say. Now, these batteries are probably dead, but oh no, they're just about still going. Well, that's crazy. They actually recharged a little bit, I think. I think they were down to 1,000 something. But no, so we're going to go and throw in the next windmill. And on that, we're also then going to go and... Oh, more to the point. Is it built? Did we finish it? It's so beautiful. Go and pause all 4 of these to get our inventor on... our observatory online. You are my second most important thing, simply because you don't have somebody working there. Do you know what? That's fine. Somebody else is missing a worker. I will live with that for now. You're going to go and build there, and then we are going to go and build another one by there. I think that works out. Yes, it does. And that one, I did warn you, these power shafts are going to get a little bit funky. Is going to be built with that power shaft in mind. Now, most of these power shafts you won't see. Some because they'll be on the far side of the cliff. Others because they'll simply be hidden by stuff. I'm mostly talking nonsense. They'll be hidden by the actual windmill parts. The windmill parts? The blades, the vanes, the actual technical words we should use for... It is too far and cannot be reached. Ah, yes, because of the wonderful pathing things. There you go. Of these. Can it be reached now? It most certainly can. Okay, so let's have you guys all go up and do that. We are missing 2 workers. We have 2 injured beavers, so that kind of makes sense. I do generally end up on the limit of what's possible. Our water is slowly going up, but mostly just keeping with par. But more importantly, I do love the twinkle sound. That's not what's more important. More importantly, we have our science increasing. Look at it go. It is beautiful. And so, on that, we can go and... I don't know why. I'm talking like this. We can go and remove all of that. Let's go and remove this. Yes, yes. We're going to go and slightly straighten up this path. A quick smidge. Okay, hang on. I have to... Better. Because we want to go ahead and... Thank you, that's picked up. Let's get our centrifuge. Cost us 600. Oh, we'll have that in a jiffy, don't you worry, folks. We're going to go ahead and get our centrifuge. He's going to go on the end just here. And there you go. One-time centrifuge. Now, our food is doing just fantastic. I am thinking... We might do an extension very shortly, but to do that extension, we're going to need more housing. Now, I kind of wanted to be able to put dirt down to put my houses on top of. So, on that note, we are in fact going to... Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a housey. We found a house. We found it, I tell you. It's beautiful. We're going to go and place a single-story house there. Followed by a single-story house there. That'll be another 6 beavers across the 2 houses. And then, of course, we will go and build what else needs to be on these rooftops, which I am thinking beaver statue. I think. And grab a beaver. Grab a beaver. Grab a beaver. Yes! Got him! Yeah, Scarecrow only gives +1. So let's go for the beaver statue. That gives us a lovely +2. And that will get us the numbers that we need. Beaver statue, however, does cost us another 500 signs. Once again, that's not a problem, folks. We'll have that 500 signs before you know it. Alright, so we're now going to increase our power. The batteries are fully charging again, which is absolutely fantastic. And so, the next windmill goes not there, not yet, because we do have a slight problem with, well, beaver population for one. We're down by 6 workers. But no, with gears. And we are probably going to have to turn this on as well now. And so, certainly so, we are. That became pine resin. That makes perfect sense. I currently have storage for paper, for pine resin, for dandelions. We could do with a little bit more storage. Of course, but that's a water tank, isn't it? For our extract. No, not water, we want storage. A medium tank. And we're going to have it face off against this guy. You will be for... not antidote. Extract. Ooh, 7 beavers down. We do have 10 kits and 7 beds unfilled. That's just terrible, folks. That's just terrible. We are slowly continuing to make water. This is running quite low. We have 10 days left of a bad tide. I wasn't paying any attention, but I feel like this bad tide was quite long. I'm going to have to go back and check on that one, and it will also let us know how we're going to do in terms of how much water we have in stock. About 10 days, I would have to guess. Downstream depths of 0.38. That means these all need to be turned off because this is 100% going to dry out before the end of this bad tide, because it's not lasting for 10 days with that height. Of that, I do promise you. So, yeah, that's actually going to sting quite a lot. And that puts a most definite spot on... Wow, we must have a lot of people dying of old age, because we're getting more kits, yet more available beds. It's, that's kind of a hurt, really. Well-being. Well, let's go and pause this building. That puts us down to 4 people unaccounted for. Let's take 2 haulers away. That'll put us down to 2. Let us go to decorations and get our beaver statues. We have plenty of resources for these. And I could very easily get away with just putting them on the one side, but I like the symmetry. What can I say? I know it's technically a bit of a waste. I could have put a shrub on this side. I could have put a scarecrow. I could have had a beaver facing off against a scarecrow. There were many options, but I do quite like the symmetry. So they're going to go and be thrown up. We've got our extra housing. We have 14 kits. Things are getting desperate, to say the least. As long as... yes, as long as that keeps going. What's the point? You're not needed. And neither are you at this specific point. So that helps a little bit. Down to only 1 person missing from a job. We have some extract slowly being created. That is fantastic. We are still able to grab that bad water. And eventually, we'll have some extract in that tank. We do have 2 in the centrifuge. And we are back up to 450 science. We are getting science faster than I can keep track of it, quite frankly. We need 901.2 thousand. But before we actually do that, we need to get more paths. We need 600. Oh, not quite. We will, however, get those done very shortly because, well, we get lots and lots of science now because we have our observatory. Okay, we're up to a general happiness of 11. Like that should be higher. And of course, the other bonus, hang on, there you go, got one. The other bonus to having very happy beavers is they grow faster. That happened at level 10, although well-being next here is a 14. So I'm just saying, if I can get one more well-being, they will in fact grow a little bit faster again. He's well-being tier level 14. I don't know what I did, but I did something. Where did that come from? We've got 4 from the basics, 2 from carrots and sunflowers, the campfire, lantern roof and beaver statue, the farmer monument. I mean, I guess that's just how it goes. We did just go and drop off the lantern. You don't get the lantern? You don't get the lantern. Okay, but that's 2 of them. The rest of the kits should get lantern effects because, although I say that again, do they? You know what? I'm not sure if they do. No, this house does not get the effects of a lantern. You don't, do you? Let's have a look. Where is the lantern? He should have a smidge, if anything. Oh, no, he has a full lantern. Interesting. Well, I'm not going to go and complain about it. Age 6. So look at that. We put them to work at age 6, ladies and gentlemen. That's just how we do things in San Fran Beaver. You turn 6 and, hey, you are going down those mines. I mean, just going to work. Flashback, sorry. We do not send our beavers down the mines. Of course not. You're all being silly. Right. And of course, this is on a lower level, is it not? It is. I think. Yes, it is. It all looks very disjointed, which proves that it must be. Wow, it's actually really, really disturbing. What we need to do is very, very quickly. We don't actually need them to be accessible from this direction, so to say. We simply need them to exist. And now that they exist, we then landscaping. You'll be a single. You 3 will be singles. I got that right? Yes, I've got that right. And then we need to keep going and getting the rest of my dynamite. Those 2 will be singles. That'll be double. That'll be triple, followed by this. That'll be double. And then further back, this will be triple, etc., etc. Now, I don't think I can put a piece of dynamite there because there's a stupid twee. We can do a fair bit of stuff. Ish. But yes, this is going to be a massive increase to our reservoir size because everything from here backwards will no longer exist. And as you can see, we need it because we are now down to 0.12 a depth with 5 days left. Well, that actually lasted really well. So in the space of 5 days, I've lost about 0.2. And once you get below, I think it's 0.25, your evaporation rate does increase rather rapidly. That's not bad at all. That is not bad at all, ladies and gentlemen. I like it. And we are still up on 818 water. So, of course, we will be looking to get that filled up as much as possible. Of course, once we have this reservoir fully sized... Wow, I'm down by 4 workers. I have 7 injured beavers. That is atrocious, astonishing, and disgusting all at the same time. Well-being. This is what happens when you start building more and more industry, folks. Go and get some 4 more medibeds down there. And let's go and make all 4 of these a priority because we need to get those beavers better, folks. We need to get those beavers better. Now, when I look at my town, not a lot of people come to the left. There's not a lot to go out there for. We do have a few people running up to do some building. And the observatory guys undoubtedly go off to the left. But these guys, they don't go up to the left too much. And if I select one of my beavers, a fully grown beaver. Oop, I missed. We get our next set of things. While be at level 15, we get an extra 20% working speed. That is absolutely beautiful, folks. That is absolutely beautiful, and I'm going to see if we can make that happen after this commercial break. No, we are going to do dynamite first. Let's stick to the plan. We need to increase the size of our reservoir. And so, we are going to go and unlock the Duple Dynamito and start to get that placed. It's not going to happen tonight because we don't research the stars overnight, which makes no sense whatsoever. We only research the stars when it's daytime. All of this is going to die in 4 days. How long have I got left? 3. Ooh. How about the baby ones? 4 days. Watered and healthy. How about this one? 4. No, it's still watered and healthy. Oh, it's all watered and healthy. Well, I've got nothing to complain about then. Question is, can we get the water back before it technically dies? Now there'll be a question. Should do. We've got a full day for it to flood down and come through. So you'd like to think so, wouldn't you? But you just never know. Now, you know what? Yeah, let's get the double dynamite first. We'll come back for the triple. Yes, let's go and double dynamite that. And double dynamite all of that. And then we're going to get... Because we technically really only need 1 piece of triple dynamite to start with. Well, and obviously this little island which will disappear. But we can do a lot of damage with double and single dynamite. How are we looking? Planks are looking good. Gears are looking healthier. And many things are coming along. We have 2 free beavers. Ooh la la, ladies and gentlemen. Now, obviously, these guys can't quite go and plant because there is no water supply. That cannot be reached. We are, however, increasing our beaver population. They're all paused, and, well, that's good because there's absolutely nothing for them to be pumping anyway. Oh, well, of course. He was able to run underneath there and build that. I was like, how did that just work? Go and blow that up. And so all of these should be very easily reachable. 5 free beavers, you say? Go on and pause this. And let's go and plug that in as well. Our wonderful oscillation of available beavers. I'm going to go and unpause our tapper's shack first. Let's go and take 1 builder away to fill that need. Or not. We went and lost him to somebody else, it seems. And now I have 2 free beavers. Back in the builder set you go. Because I want this guy to be given a moment, basically, to come and grab all or as much of this pine resin as possible. Because I'm just about to turn back on my lumberjack, so just before he gets involved in the mix. Right, our reservoir is increasing in size, of course. It'll never be big enough. We do need to get 1.2 science to keep things going. Oh, small amounts of water. Just about keeping little parts of our world green. Drying out in 0.8 days. In 1.1 day. I wonder why this one gets a little bit less time. Obviously dried out a tiny bit faster. 0.6 days at the back. Come on, water. Let's be having ya. Let's turn all of these back on. And it's going to give us a slight problem with beaver numbers. Come on, we can save them. Don't let them die. I think, this is the fastest one? 0.3 days? Come on, water, I believe in you. Flow, damn it, flow. 0.3 days. Way, it's watered and healthy. 0.6 days. It's watered and healthy. Nothing died. How about you? 0.4 days. We believe in you. Hey, beautiful jobs. Beautiful jobs, guys. And... okay, no, we haven't quite finished with all of the double dynamite. Almost. Yes, in fact, we do just have that one to build and place. Then we just need to... triple dynamite there, triple dynamite all of this, and, well, double triple dynamite that. And then we'll all be good. Of course, as I said, though, to get that, we do need a bit more science. But the reservoir is getting bigger by the second, ladies and gentlemen. And that's good because, wow, we're actually quite low on water right now. That all depends on, do we have enough water pumps? I don't know. Let's not risk it. Aha. Go and chuck that down there. Of course, yes, we refertilize our land due to the beautiful oscillation that is. This is actually probably costing us about half a day's worth of work on our pumps, which is not good. It's not good in the slightest. Go and chuck down another water pump. You will become a priority workplace. And so, yeah, no, you can oscillate overnight. That's fine. Just not during the daytime. We are down to 200 water. Yeah, if we get a really short, good cycle, then this could actually be quite painful. We definitely need to keep increasing our reservoir. It is getting bigger. It is slowly getting bigger. But it needs to get a lot bigger. A lot bigger. The next line needs to be through here. I mean, I would like to basically for the waterfall to happen maybe like back here. You know, kind of like starting maybe here-ish, just where we maybe go down to a little bit of a thinner river. And, you know, finishing about here-ish. We'll have a couple of layers, maybe make it a little bit layered so it's, you know, not just a straight flat line. And then, yeah, so then all of this we can from reservoir. We can also level this out, maybe, as well. Square it off a little bit. We do like nice squared geometrical shapes. And on that, with all of that nonsense talking, triple dynamite has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. Triple dynamite has arrived. Okay. We have no empty workspaces. We're actually struggling a little bit for bad water, which is interesting. We are pumping to our heart's content. I guess we're just getting to that stage where we just need more. It's not really going to do it, is it? That doesn't really get us anything. Let's keep building that up. And we'll go ahead and place another bad water pump. We are chock full of metal blocks. Let's go and... I say move that storage. How are we doing for resources? Plenty of planks, plenty of gears, and our logs are very healthy as well. Not that this pretty much takes any logs anyway. And you will be for the glorious thing that is known as a metal block. How's our metal gathering doing? We're almost out, although we do have a... Wow, we have kind of a storage of that. We are going to have to, I think, look to come up here at some point. And I feel like that's going to be done by coming straight over this mountain and then up the other side. And I feel like this is where a second district needs to start. But I don't really know how ready we are for that. But we shall find out. Now, we do have a bad tide in 2.8 days. So let's see. Let's blow that up. Let us... I'm going to ask that one to be priority. Because all the rest should be the first in the building queue anyway. What's with... the oscillations because I keep blowing things up. Okay, we don't need this kind of oscillations. You're turning off all my pumps, my friend. Can we stop doing that? Calm down with your oscillations. We're going to get another one once I blow this up. Very much so. How are we doing? Most dynamite placed. That's good. That is good. Okay, and so our reservoir will be increased. Okay, no, this oscillation has nothing to do with me blowing stuff up. Once again, let's stop it, please. Stop turning off my water pumps. They are required. Look at our observatory. Our observatory on our beautiful observatory hill. How beautiful does that look, ladies and gentlemen? How beautiful does that look? How are we doing? How are we doing? One more piece left to build. I believe in you guys. Nice. Reservoir size increased. Oscillation incoming. Well, there you go. We do now have a bigger reservoir. Probably at least doubled in size since we first built the damn wall. And by that I mean literally the damn wall, not the damn wall! Of course, then, yes, we get... If only we could somehow just, like, scoop this water up and put it into the tanks. That'd be a bit more useful, because we are continuously... Thank you! Just in time for the start of the day. It does keep turning off our pumps. Yes, we have... Definitely future project, but I really would love to block this off. And it wouldn't actually take much, would it? Well, it would take a long and hideous and disgusting path. But it wouldn't actually take much. If I was to do this, I don't know, let's just call it in the background. And I was to say, you know, I mean, just for argument's sake, if I was to go and do something like this... You know, and then go and grab myself, you know, like a couple of ladder pieces. You know, and go just, you know, just for argument's sake, go and do something like this. Then we could probably block this off quite easily, couldn't we? Oh, hang on. I slightly misjudged that one. You know, just for argument's sake, if something like this were to happen, I think we'd be quite good. Like I said, I do need to have a quick look to see how this goes when we're in a drought. Because during a bad tide, it will of course keep flowing. Because this always comes down. Ah, so in fact, with this always coming down, it should generally... I mean, I assume there's an up bit by there. So yeah, no, this should always... Could never really be a problem. Yeah, we're pretty much down to our reservoir already. That doesn't seem right. It's only been half a day. And we've lost 2 squares. What was I not paying attention to? How have we lost 2 squares in half a day? It can't be going down that fast, can it? I mean, for a system that's constantly trying to flood me out, I struggle to believe I've lost a square and a half due to my pumps. Or due to it not having enough water. I mean, there goes the other half a day and I haven't finished emptying this this square. I don't know. I don't know what happened here. Here's a bit of an odd one for you folks. I don't know, we'll have to keep an eye on that. Something strange is going down in the neighborhood. And we don't have any Ghostbusters to call. This is all perfectly fine. So I can start increasing my industry. Oh, look, my builders are just coming up here for an unknown reason. I mean, I don't know. Who really knows what could be going on? And so... this is, of course, because it's a bad tide coming through. There's probably not much point in trying to block this off. May as well let it keep coming down here. If anything, I would probably block this side off and let it keep coming down here if I was going to stop anything. But this is, of course, our bad water outlet as of present. Although I could come up, block this off, dynamite this out, and stop this hideous bad water from ever invading my map again. I could do. We're not going to go do that quite yet. We do have 6 spare beavers. Well, that's all nice and full. I assume I'm full of pine resin. Yes, I am. Let's go and turn you on. And get this side of our logging industry up and running. And on that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go and call the episode there. We have finally given a purpose to the name and place that is Observation Hill. We have gone and increased the size of our beautiful reservoir and also made it very geometrically square, because we love geometric shapes here. It helps put the beautiful minds of the beavers of San Fran Beaver to ease. We have built our centrifuge and finally gotten the bigger, funner dynamite. And so on that, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, we are going to go and leave that there. And so until next... Oh my god, look at that! Someone... And it looks like we've gone and blocked off a little bit of bad water coming into town. Huh, who would have thought? And so on that, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, we are going to go and leave that there. And so until next time, until we see you again, I truly hope that you can stay safe, happy, and healthy.